Jory Merlino strikes again. This time his intended target is author and journalist Scott Burnstein. For those who are not familiar, Scott Burnstein is the host of the YouTube channel The Original Gangsters Podcast, and you can also find on Apple Podcasts. He is a veteran crime reporter, documentarian, and award-winning author. His Original Gangsters Podcast tells current and past stories of La Cosa Nostra and 1% biker clubs, drug cartels, Canadian crime, urban crime, and more with insightful analysis and educated commentary. Scott Burnstein is also the author of Mafia Prince, which was Philip Leonetti's own autobiography that Scott Burnstein helped co-author. And for those who are not familiar, Philip Leonetti was also known as Crazy Phil, was the underboss of the Philadelphia crime family and turned informant years later down the road. Philip Leonetti is also an enemy of Jory Merlino, considering the fact that those two relationship had a downfall, especially when Philip Leonetti had turned informant and turned against his own uncle Nicodemo, Little Nicky Scarfo, when Nicky Scarfo was the reigning godfather, and Jory Merlino's father, Salvatore Chucky Merlino, was the underboss. Therefore, Jory Merlino has stemmed resentment towards Philip Leonetti and those associated with him. He has always been very vocal toward anybody who has become a rat, also known as a government witness. He has always been vocal since Merlino has even given an example that he throws his own uncle, Lawrence Yogi Merlino, which we have covered before, who also was a mob soldier in the Philadelphia crime family. When Salvatore Chucky Merlino was being convicted and served life imprisonment and unfortunately died as a result of it, Lawrence Merlino had become an informant, sparing his own life, and was able to live the rest of his life being condemned by those around him, including his own nephew, Skinny Jory Merlino. Merlino has always been vocal towards anybody who has become a government witness. If you support them in any shape or form, then he feels that you're condoning and accepting their behavior, and therefore you become an enemy of Skinny Jory Merlino. That's where Scott Burnstein, unfortunately, has become where the wheel turns against Scott Burnstein. Scott Burnstein has also made reports on Jory Merlino on his own podcast that doesn't always show favorable outcomes. Even though he tries to maintain a neutral position, it doesn't always work in his favor. You can see in previous videos that Jory Merlino has made comments about Scott Burnstein, calling him Uncle Fester, referring to the fictional character from the Addams Family due to his bald head and looks.
Especially Bernstein's information is the other fag, Phil Leonetti. That's his man. He wrote the book for him. They probably put together. Uncle Fester and him, and Stratweiser.
He's criticized Scott Burnstein's journalism, especially when it came to the fire incident that involved his restaurant in the previous year. And also, it doesn't help Scott Burnstein's case co-authoring a book with Crazy Phil Leonetti, Jory Merlino's nemesis, to share his story and don't give both sides of the perspective. Merlino has also accused Burnstein of being a hypocrite by giving him praise for having the new success with his current restaurant, whereas though he feels though last year he was always been an enemy, showing him in a very negative light, and now since Burnstein has shown more positive remarks, Merlino has been calling him out for what he feels is that it's a hypocritical nature, and by showing you a video of what he has to say so you can hear it from his own words.
Haters are starting to like us, though.
They love it.
I tell you that the haters are going to start. I need new haters, please. Yeah. We need new haters because the haters are starting to like us. This other motherfucker, bald-headed motherfucker, Burnstein, 8 months ago, whatever, a year ago, he said my place got firebombed. They tried to kill me. Place never got firebombed. Never. That's a lie. When we got it, it was condemned. The windows were already broken. There was a bottle in here with a rag in it. I don't know if there was. It never was lit. Nothing never burned. This is concrete. Concrete don't burn. That's why they make jails out of concrete. Yeah. Concrete don't burn. I don't know if you know that. So it was never firebombed, but he said it was firebombed. He said it was a message to me that I'm not welcome in Philly. He makes his own shit up. The guy's fucking nuts.
Yes, he does.
Nobody in Philly likes me. They hate me. Well, you're fucking wrong, you lying motherfucker. I'm loved in Philly. There was 10,000 people here. I'm going to open 1,000 of these all over the country. I'm going to show you. I'm going to become a billionaire, and you go f*** yourself.
That's the truth.
And I want to show you. Now he's changing his tune.
Yeah, show the video, Joe. Because
somebody just sent me this morning. He hated me, talked about me, this, that. See, I told you the haters are starting to like us. He's one of them. Here's the first hater starting to like us. I don't even want you to what do you call it? To see his ugly face. Where the f is the kid sent me the video? Here he is. Look at the kid, Uncle Fester. That's what the f he looks like too, Uncle Fester. Well, I'm gonna play the video. Hold on. Put the volume up for you.
This past weekend,
there's his ugly face.
Had a grand opening for his new cheese steak spot in South Philly, Skinny Joey's Cheesesteaks, and it was a grand slam success, and it speaks volumes. I mean, Joey Merlino is South Philly's favorite son. You can put him up there with the Broad Street Bullies of the Philadelphia Flyer fame. You can put him up there with Will Smith, the Fresh Prince. You can put him up there with Allen Iverson, Mike Schmidt, Bryce Harper, who showed up at the grand opening this weekend. He is a true icon and also an iconoclast. Nobody's ever, they broke the mold with Joey. Nobody's ever been like that before, and nobody will be like that after Joey. Joey Merlino is one of a kind, and I really think this weekend.
I mean, he's in love with you.
Hypocrite motherfucker. That's a hypocrite right there. But f him.
He's got you down. He's got you down with Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
I mean, that's totally insane that he switched this whole tune.
I just switched it. 8 months ago, a year ago, I was done. Place will never open. Going to burn it down.
Yeah, of course.
And there you have it. You hear from Merlino's commentary against Scott Burnstein, especially with the recent commentary that Burnstein has put on his own podcast. Now, to be fair, we are not bashing Scott Burnstein on his journalism nor his character. We just want to show you both sides of each individual's own perspective. Now, according to Scott Burnstein, he has always been aware of Joel Merlino's negative commentary towards him, as we show you the video from his own episode from the Gangsters podcast in the fair use way.
And the fact is, Joey, in his politicking in the launching and then the immediate aftermath of the podcast going live and the Skinny brand, which, here at OG Pod, we give credit where credit is due. And in terms of a niche podcast, I think it's done really well. And he's created an audience for himself and a platform for himself to do what he feels is the best thing to do. And his kind of bully pulpit and his ability to kind of speak for himself and speak for other people that he feels don't have a voice. And Lil Snuff, his sidekick, is pretty he's good on screen, and I know that they both don't like me, but hey, I can give credit where credit is due, and I think they do a good job. But nonetheless, the ramifications are the ramifications.
Burnstein maintains his innocence and always wants to report journalism. He will persevere regardless of Merlino's commentary against him, whether it's negative or positive. He will still comment on anything that he feels that is organized crime. And if you feel that you like Scott Burnstein's commentary, you could check out his podcast that we would just leave in the description, the link below, the Originals Gangsters podcast. And if you agree with Merlino's own perspective and want to see his own commentary, then check out The Skinny with Joey Merlino with Lil Snuff, his co-host, in the description. So we want to make sure that we maintain a neutral balance from both individuals' perspective. This is Italy Productions. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any suggestions or commentary of your own, please leave it down in the comments below and we'd be happy to check them out. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and check out more content. Feel free to give us your feedback and suggestions on who we should do next in the comments. This is Infinitely Productions. We love ya.